Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss a security breach that affected Uber last year on September 15th. Before we dive into the details, it is important to understand that a vulnerability is a weakness in an information system that can be exploited by malicious actors or groups against the system, causing potential consequences such as data loss or data leakage. Through social engineering, otherwise known as manipulation, to gain access to personal or financial information via email or phone calls, the malicious actor by the name of Teapot was able to infiltrate Uber's network. Teapot was associated with the Brazilian cybercrime group known as Lapsus. Uber suggested that Teapot either persuaded an Uber contractor to supply a password through manipulation by impersonating a corporate IT employee or by purchasing the password on the dark web. However, the former is favorable among other sources as well. Teapot continuously sent login requests to the contractor's account, triggering Uber's two-factor authentication feature, asking the contractor to accept the associated authentication request, which he eventually did, granting Teapot access. Shachnow suggests that the intent of the hack may have been for credibility within the cybercrime community, since Teapot did not acquire any financial information. He simply posted a mass message to the Uber Slack account announcing the data breach. Many times, these types of hackers are known as script kiddies, since they lack the skills to dig any deeper once inside a network or system. Shachnow mentioned two great points to consider: time and date that the incident was reported, and, since Uber is a large organization, the scope of affected parties as well. Considering the time and date that the incident was reported, whether it was immediate or not, when Teapot announced the hack, cybersecurity analysts suggest the difficulty in figuring out how long ago that Teapot had access to the system. Considering the scope or scale of affected parties, Uber has not officially announced directly affected employees, users, or other systems. However, this void does not mean that Teapot did not access personal or company information. Regarding Uber's response to this security breach, the company mentioned that they identified, blocked, or required password resets for any compromised or potentially compromised accounts, but did not allude to specific accounts or the number of affected accounts. Also, the company reset accesses and disabled access to internal tools, services, and its codebase to restrict potential changes and to conduct further analysis. Finally, Uber reported improved security practices, including multi-factor authentication policies to replace two-factor authentication and internal system monitoring. Additionally, when Uber reported the incident to law enforcement, the company got the FBI involved, which should produce a more extensive report once the full investigation is complete. Considering prevention measures, I would recommend implementing a company-recognized cybersecurity policy in case a future breach occurs, with specific steps to follow. Also, I would recommend mandating employees to understand and complete cybersecurity information training, including best practices on how to prevent vulnerabilities. Finally, I would recommend the company to automate password changes every 60 to 90 days. Thank you so much. I look forward to your responses.